Oh, I know you can hear me. You can hear me. Right? Come on, Mike. Play the music. Gonna roll it, girl. Gonna roll you up.
Dennis Mink. I'm an American. I'd like to tell you about a friend of mine. He's 88 years old. I met him in a vape shop. He was diagnosed with COPD and emphysema. He used lemon, raspberry, and apple
Reading their phones.
to quit smoking.
Looking at their
He recently had
iPads.
x-rays to show his lungs to be clear.
Playing games.
He can now walk 3,000 feet without an oxygen tank or losing breath, only through the help of vaping. I myself have quit smoking after 48 years. I have tried just about everything you could imagine. Wellbutrin, Chantix, behavioral therapy, acupuncture, the patch. Nothing worked.
Nothing worked. The lozenge didn't work, the gum didn't work, the medication didn't work, the therapy didn't work, cold turkey didn't work. The only thing that works is vapes. Yes, vaping is better than cigarette smoke.
But so what? That is your governor, York. Welcome to your Vape at 5. Little truth for you there. I am your host. I am BlackCat. I don't know for how much longer I'll be your host. Or try and tear me down. Trying, you know. When you get to be so popular, that's what happens. They come after you. From all angles, I'm just kidding. That's not happening. All right, let me get this chat over here. How is everybody doing? Could you guys hear that? I hope you could. That was footage from the health meeting yesterday about vaping ban in New York. Now, as you can see, the people were the doctors who were there were too busy playing on their phones to actually take any of it seriously. Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids said that they can't take any of the anecdotal testimony seriously, basically saying they can't take any of your personal testimony seriously because there's no data to back that up. Yeah. So whatever you say or whatever you do or your experiences to these doctors, they don't count. They don't count unless you can come with some cash, maybe. Maybe that would help them. Some grant money, that would probably change their mind rather quickly, wouldn't it? I have got a review for you today, a review that I can't say that I was looking forward to this review. It is, well, let's just say what it is, Scott. It is the SxMini Divine RDA. Now, as you know, and I've made a YouTube career out of being awesome, but also out of reviewing RDAs. I like RDAs. I like to review them. And so this is something that when I see a new RDA on the market, I usually go for it. I usually purchase it, and that's what I try to review. As a builder, they interest me, and I like good ones. I really like good ones, and I like to try different ones and things like that. But I do hold them to a little bit higher standard than I probably would another product. So with that being said, today we're going to take a look at the SxMini RDA. The Devine. I don't know if they've ever made another RDA. I think this is the first one, at least the first one I've heard of. It is 24 millimeter dual coil RDA. Has a squonk pen pre-installed when you purchase it. It's around $40. So it's a higher price. Now, if you know SX, they have a pretty decent chip. It's actually in the mod that I'm using here. They also make a bunch of other variable wattage mods that are pretty decent. I've had okay usage of them, so I'm not a big fan either way. I can take it or leave it. I'm typically a DNA guy, but it's not bad. It's a higher end chip, so you would assume when they're making an RDA that it would be a higher end RDA. Well, you would be assuming wrong. Let me tell you, first off, if you like, maybe I shouldn't get it. Well, let's just do it. This is my show. I can do it any way I want. You like to get juice all over your mod? Do you like that? Some people do. Some people are juicy guys. I'm not a juicy guy. I don't like juice all over my mod. Well, you get this RDA, that's something you're going to have to look out for because this thing leaks. It leaks worse than any other RDA I've ever used. Legitimately. And I've had some leakers. I've had some leakers in vaping and making love. I've had some leakers. But this one trumps all the other leakers I've ever used. As you can probably assume, the flavor has to be fantastic. If it leaks that bad, the flavor's got to be fantastic to make up for it. Well, you would be assuming wrong because the flavor, it's not so great. Well, now that you've turned off this review, let's go ahead and take the downtown train to downtown, Chinatown. Let's take it down low. Let's look at the SxMini. Nick Devine RDA. It's not the Nick Divine RDA. All right, here we go. Woo! Look at that spinny spins. All right, let me get my focus over here going. This is the presentation box you're going to get. Comes in a nice little box here, SxMini. Innovation for you. Turn it over here. Divine RDA, designed by Yee Tech. Standard configuration. You're going to get an atomizer, a screwdriver, 2 nichrome 80 coils. That's what we're going to be using today. 2 cotton strips. We're also going to be using those today because I'm not wasting any cotton on this. 3 silicone O-rings, those are nice O-rings. 4 screws. This is the stainless steel version, has an 810 drip tip, and as I mentioned before, it is 24 millimeters diameter. I don't believe that is how you spell diameter. Now, I was never a spelling champion. I'm not Asian, but if I were Asian, I can almost guarantee you that word right there, diamity. So the diamity of it, maybe that's what I'm missing. Maybe I didn't check out the diamity. Maybe that word's right, and I don't even know. Like I said, I'm not Asian, guys. Cut me some slack. All right, so here is where you will see the RDA. It sits in this nice foam. Here's the innards of the RDA. No instruction manual, no nothing. You really don't need it. Here is the screwdriver, which is nice. A little triple head screwdriver. I love these things. These things are great. I throw these in like my vape kit, and they're fantastic. You got a Phillips head, you got a flat head on one side, and this is real convenient. Couple nichrome 80 coils in there, and as the aforementioned, O-rings and screws. And then here's the cotton we're going to use today. So that's how we're going to wick it up. So you're going to get a full wick today. You are going to be super excited about that. You're going to see how the BlackCat works. Let's take a look at this RDA. What do you say? Here's the outside of the RDA. Let me tune that in. Golly, the glare, the glare! Can I get the glare? Oh, there it is. Maybe I can put something in front of me here. Let me see if I can move this over here. Maybe block it a little. Get the shadow. There we go. That looks better. SxMini RDA, 24 millimeter. Bottom airflow. Acrylic drip tip there. Nothing to write home about. Really plain barrel. This is all one piece. Does not come apart. Airflow is controlled down here. You can move it left and right, and I'll show you that when I get it on the mod. Let's take a look at the drip tip. Drip tip isn't bad. 810 acrylic. This is a black and white one. Kind of give you that black-white swirl. It's a little thick. Like, look how thick that is. That's just not my style. I like them a little taller, a little thinner. Maybe a little bit of a contour to them. Kind of like a heavy tip, how the heavy tip comes in. This one's just a big block of acrylic. So that's pretty much it. A nice design on it, though. It's not ugly. Take this off of here. Here's the barrel. So the machining on it is not bad. I just took it out of my ultrasonic. It was kind of dirty when I got it. Not super dirty, but like the top here was dirty, and then inside here I had to clean out. Machining on it's good. Barrel looks decent. You can see the stop and start points there. It's going to grab onto the deck, so when you turn it, you can open and close the airflow. You can do it either way. Concave's nice, no machine marks. And here's a closer look at the outside. Pretty big airflow hole here. I didn't measure it. I probably should have, but the airflow is pretty big, a lot of airflow. You'll notice that when you if you were to vape this. SxMini, inscribed there, pretty nice. I really don't want SxMini on my RDA. I might be in, there might be people who do want that. I don't want it to say SxMini on my RDA. I really, really don't. I think it'd have been nicer if it said Devine or if it said nothing at all. I probably would like that. Got this piece here, the little grip part, which is nice. It does hold well, and you can move it very, very easily. The O-rings on it have good tension. O-ring in here, so you can change out to any other drip tip that you so desire, which is nice. Set that to the side. So here's the star of the show. Let's bring this down just a touch. Focus this in, and we'll take a look at the deck. So, dual post, 4-hole deck posts. Airflow comes in the bottom here, as you can see, these two slots here. A lot of airflow right up underneath the coil. Squonking is kind of weird on this. The squonk hole is right here. So I don't think you can see it. Maybe I can, let me grab a screwdriver and I'll kind of point it where it squonks from. So it squonks from right there, which is kind of odd. And I thought it came out from under here, but I don't believe it does. I think it just comes out from right there. So the squonking comes out from only one side, right there, which is kind of odd. I didn't notice that it was ever a dry hit when I was squonking it, but it was too busy leaking for me to really pay attention to that. Dual O-rings keep the cap on the bottom here. Gives a little inscription designed by Yee Tech, and the Divine RDA. It comes pre-installed with this squonk pin. So that squonk pin acts as a 510 pin for if you didn't want to squonk it. I don't like that at all. I'd rather have a separate squonk pin and a regular 510 pin. Whenever I see that, I just think of it leaking down to the guts of my mod and causing problems. So I'm not a big fan of that. Juice well is fairly deep, but it's limited because you have those giant air holes on either side. Look how big those, I mean, the air holes are giant, man. I'm telling you, you're going to get a ton of airflow on here. As far as the post goes, I mean, they're nice. I don't think that's bad. That reminds me of something that is about 5, well, not 5, but maybe, you know what? I look at these posts and I think of an RDA that, you know, the Velocity RDA, I think of something from like literally like 6 years ago. That's what those posts remind me of. I mean, there's nothing to them. And it's service as well, because you can fit really big coils in here for a 24 millimeter RDA. It will allow you to fit in fairly large builds. Each post hole, or each leg has its own post hole, which is really, really, really nice. When you screw down the legs, though, one thing I don't like is it's going to bend them 90 degrees because you're clamping it from the side. I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer to clamp it from the top and keep it nice and flat. It becomes a pain in the ass if you're trying to take them out and put them back in. Nice peak insulator down there surrounding your positive from your negative deck. And this is milled in. This piece you can actually remove. So the positive piece is removed, and the negative piece is milled into the deck. So there you go. Maybe give you a little bit better. I was kind of holding it a little too close, I think. All right, so why don't we do this? I'm going to go ahead and put in some coils. I'm going to use the coils that they gave me. Let me bring you guys back up a little bit. And we'll turn on the autofocus, and hopefully that will suit us. Hello, drink your coffee. And a vape. You guys mind? Am I taking up anybody's time? Is there time taken up? I'm just going to have a little vape. All right, here we go. I have not used prepackaged coils like this, and I don't know how long, but I refuse to use any coils of my own coils for this because I'm literally going to vape this during the review, and then I'm going to get rid of it. Well, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably put it aside. If anybody wants it in the Patreon, let me know. As long as you pay for shipping, I'll send it to you. Do not mind at all. All right, so let's put those pieces away. Does give you adequate supplies with it, which is really, really nice. All right, so how long do we need these legs? One thing I always do is I'll put it here on top of the post to see how thick they are, and I'll position it about where I want it. And then I just take kind of a mental note where I want to cut them at. And I'm going to do that for both sides. Now, one thing with this RDA is you don't really have to do that because each leg gets its own post. So it is going to be super easy to install, but I just like doing it this way. Old habits die hard. So let's see. I'm going to actually spread these out a little bit. So let's do that. Pull them apart. And, oh, come on, guy. There you go. Ooh, that nichrome is bendy. All right, there we go. So let's put this in here. Which side do I have open? This one. Come on. Do I have that side? Do I have that hole? I don't. Let's open that one up. There we go. I complimented the screwdriver and then I don't use it. You notice that? I'm so used to using my own stuff. All right, that's open. So let's go ahead and put it in there. All right. And just like that. That one is a little, that's perfect. All right, let's tighten it up. I can't wait till I upgrade this camera for you guys. It'll be so much easier to see what the hell I'm doing. Now, the legs go in there at one angle, and then when you twist it shut, it turns it. And see what it does to it there? It turns it to the side. Not a huge fan of that at all. I think that's kind of lame. And not many RDAs do that anymore. That was kind of, like I said, that was like something that we used to deal with like 5 years ago, and we don't deal with anymore. Let me grab my. Ooh, man, look how bad it mangled that coil. So let's clean this thing up a bit. Let's pull it up here, and we'll clean it up. There we go. All right, and it looks a little better. Tell you, when you start twisting those legs, though, it does not help. All right, so about right there. Make a note of where I want to cut it. There and right there. All right, now I'm just going to take my driver, open them up. All right, push them together, get this part opened up a little bit. Not a big spacer. I typically don't space my coils, but like I said, I'm not going to be using this, so it doesn't really matter. And let's go ahead and get those installed on this side here. So we're just going to set this in here. There we go. All right, we'll screw it in. And there it is. You see how it turns it there? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's take it down all the way down here. But it turns it to like a shitty ass angle. See how it turned it? And now when I go to put this one in, I gotta, instead of it just sitting in there nicely, you gotta kind of mess with it. Not a fan. And it will do the same thing to this side. So when you get it installed, the coil looks like shit. So this is not an RDA that you would ever use for your picks. I mean, I think that goes without saying, but it's going to mangle them on install. And look what it did to it. See how it turned the legs and turned it like that. So now I basically have to get in here, pull it up, and kind of try to get it back to. Is that side out? No, it's in there. Let's get it back up here, and then just use my driver here to kind of try to fix it the best it can. This side still looks like shit. Ugh, cannot stand when coils don't look evenly matched. Cannot stand that. All right, let's go back up a little bit here. Focus that back in. There we go. All right, so let's put this on to, now hopefully it says these are 0.4. So I should not have any problems putting them on this Yeehee chip. That only goes down to, I believe this only goes down to 0.8. We're going to find out. All right. Yep, 0.34. All right, so they burned in pretty quick. Whenever you space coils, for anybody who's new to this or you've never used an RDA, Whenever you space coils, it's kind of cheating because they always burn in really, really nice. All right, there we go. Burning nice and even. Perfect. Now let's grab this wick that they gave me. And we will do that. It's just a little cut piece here in two. So it's just a cotton thread that has been cut in two. Pretty easy. Get that tuned down just a little bit. That's about as good as it's going to get. I cannot wait till I get a new camera. All right. Let's pull this through. Ooh, that is tight. All right, that's about as much as I want to do. And do the other side. Typically, the anklets here, what are these called? Anklets, just come right off, so you can just pull them right off. For some reason, these don't feel like they want to come off. Oh, there it is. All right. That one doesn't. Or you can get your fingernail in there and just take them right off. All right, so let's wick this out, or get this cotton ready. Ooh, man, that cotton is thick. Since I'm using a holy fiber, it's so easy to cut that when I use stuff like this, it just makes it a pain in my butt. All right, grab some tweezers here, give a little fluff game going. I feel like this cotton is super thick. All right, let's cut it again. New scissors. I've cut so many pieces of metal with these scissors that when I try to cut like cotton or something like that, it is just awful. All right, let's go and wick it up. So that one might be a little long, but we're gonna do it anyway. Ooh, man. I don't know what kind of cotton this is, but Lord almighty, it's thick. All right, get this side here. This is way too long. That's all right. We're just going to stuff it in there. So you see here where the squonk hole is, it's only coming in on this side here, right here. So if you have any cotton in there blocking it at all, it's going to be a pain in your butt. All right, let's get all this out of the way. And now we're going to juice it. And today for my juicing, I'm going to be using, we're sticking with the Turk theme since we played this video. This is the Turkish cake, it's new stuff. I'm gonna juice this up a little bit, and I gotta turn down the wattage because I think I was vaping a single coil, but wasn't near 0.3. So let's see where I'm at, 75, we'll roll with that. Up. I'll see if I can squonk it and if you can see any action here. See how it comes up the lip here? I don't know if you guys can see that. Look on the right side right here. When you squonk it. So, not impressed with that at all. All right, so go ahead and cap it up. We'll bring it back up top. And we will take a vape. All right, so let's put this back on. Now the cap just sits right on top of here and right on just like that. And then you control the airflow like this here. So it's not on there good. There we go. Now I just control the airflow by turning it. There we go, you can see it. Control it just like that. Nice action on the airflow. So that's fully open. This is at 75 watts. I'm gonna give it another squonk. I want this thing, it's a lot of cotton. That's a lot of cotton. So I wanna make sure this thing is nice and juiced before I take a rip off of it. Let's see what we got. I feel like I need more juice. I feel I'm getting decent. I mean, it's okay flavor. I'm getting okay flavor from it. Nothing overwhelming, but okay. I want to be careful squonking it though because it will leak. All right. The SxMini Divine. Now, when I first saw this RDA, I really wasn't impressed with how it looked. But I was curious. I was curious because SX has had moderate success in our industry. They've made some pretty great products. A lot of people really seem to like them. So it interested me when I found out they had an RDA, and they hadn't done an RDA before that I know of, or an RTA. So they're getting into a new market. So I was really interested to see something innovative and something new. You're not going to get that from this RDA. This is about as basic of an RDA as I've seen in probably the last 3 or 4 years. There is nothing to it that is unique. There is nothing to it that is new. The bottom airflow has been done over and over and over again. The giant airflow hole that it has, it is just prone to leak. It's going to leak. If you try to drip it, it's going to leak. Try to squonk it, it's going to leak. I had this thing, I had juice all over my hands the entire time I used it. I started using it about 2 weeks ago. And I actually stopped using it after about 2 days because I was just getting juice everywhere and it was just not worth it. So I took it off and started to use something else. Then I missed last week's review, which I was supposed to review it then. So I haven't used it really for about a week. I really haven't. And I didn't miss it at all. I think SX missed their mark. I really do. And it's a shame because I do hold them in some kind of regard as far as how they've influenced the industry and some of the things they've come up with as far as their chip and the devices that they do. I like them. I think they're okay. But with this RDA, they just didn't meet their mark. It is $39.99. Is it worth $39.99? Absolutely not. This is something that should probably be in the bargain bin, the $15 RDA. I really think you could probably go out right now, look at bargain bin RDAs, maybe that are like older, that are $15, $10, and it's going to perform just as well as this, and it's probably going to even look a lot nicer than this one. Just to give you another look at what it looks like on top of the topside carbon, and it's nothing to write home about. It really isn't. Aside from the drip tip, I think the drip tip's nice. Nice perk to get it. I'll probably throw that drip tip in a drawer and keep it and use it for something else if I want to try to get matchy. If I were to rate this RDA, well, let me give you the pros and the cons. So the pro of it is it is machined well, and I'll definitely give them credit on that. The machining on it is nice. But that's about it. That's really where the pros of it start and stop. Negatives of it, flavor's not great. Big negative, it leaks. Another negative is there's nothing innovative about it. It's old, it feels old. I hate installing coils and they turn like this when you put the leads in. I don't like that at all. And I think if you're, so it doesn't benefit a builder. It's not an RDA that you're gonna want to take pictures of. There's nothing about it. The looks of it is not impressive. It's not something, and the price, $39.99, puts it into a different tier than some of the other $29.99 RDAs. You're talking about a 25% increase on a $29.99 RDA. So you're getting out of the regular price range. If I were to rate this RDA on a scale of poor, meaning it will hurt you, all the way up to the greatest, most excellent RDA you've ever used in your life, I give it a fair rating. It's not poor. It won't hurt you. You can vape it. It's not going to be something that is going to be awful, but it's fair. $39.99, stay away from it. There's no reason I'm getting this RDA. Absolutely not. Let me take the hit on it and advise you to not get it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We're going to continue with the show, talk a little advocacy. We got about another half hour here, so stick around and we will do that. If you're just tuning in for the review, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I don't know how much longer I'll be around. I don't know how much longer vaping channels will be around, honestly. But if they are around, then the BlackCat, I love talking about myself in third person, the BlackCat will be around and you'll be able to see that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move into the hangout session that we do on Wednesday, where we just hang out and bullshit. How's everybody doing, man? Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I was talking to some of the patrons today, and it was weird. So I had been, I'm going to change this back out to my Jenna. I'm not even going to vape it. I told you, I literally was going to review it because I kind of wanted to review it just because I wanted to review the SX, but I'm not going to vape it. So let's put the Jenna back on. I told some of my patrons today, I was talking to them, and I told them that I had really started to feel, but I've been really down, like the last week. My mood had just been general kind of blah, and I felt drained. I really felt drained with this whole thing going on, and just seems so overwhelming. And in a way, I'm just sad, just melancholy. Not melancholy as far as like long term, but like just sad. And I think I'm sad that that what's going on in the United States. Like, I just don't understand it, and I hate to see a country that I really truly love. Like, you know, I'm a don't tread on me guy. I got a fucking hat that says that. Like, I like that we are, you know, Americans, and, you know, we don't take any shit from nobody. You know what I mean? I like that about the American. It's a childish, you know, machismo type attitude, but so what? That's what I think. And just seeing all this corruption and everything. And then, you know, with everything that's happened in the last week, another big thing today is they're all gloating. They're all gloating. And Dick Durbin put up this thing that, you know, I've been talking about vaping, you know, for a year, and finally, nobody's listening to you. Like, he was basically patting himself on the back. Good job, Dick. You know, I got vape. You didn't have anything to do with it, Dick. You really didn't. You didn't do anything. You sat there and whined like a little kid, and that, you know, I'm going to do something, but you're really not doing anything at all. I don't think you've got anything accomplished while you've been in Senate for like the last 20 years, but you like to run your mouth and think you are. So you patted yourself on the back today talking about, like, on Twitter about how you didn't do anything, bro. You didn't do nothing. What did you do? Did you control the media to get that stuff? Did you donate $160 million? No, you didn't do anything. You just put out tweets and, you know, go to your little cocktail parties. Yeah, what senators do. Yeah, you didn't do nothing, bro. Congratulations, you're a dipshit. But yeah, like, seeing people gloat about it, like seeing him gloat about it today, I was like, oh, come on, man, get over yourself. You know, I think he's the minority whip. No, Schumer is, which is just as useless. Schumer's just as fucking useless as Durbin is, quite frankly. It sounds like the McConnell guys is fucking useless as all of them too. Like, I don't know anything about any of these guys. They all sound fucking useless. They don't do anything. I don't know. Maybe they do a bunch. Maybe they do. Maybe I just don't know about it. Maybe I'm stupid. Okay. I'll concede that point. I'm just a dumb fuck. Okay. I'll concede. But I don't see that they do anything. I really don't. And when it comes to things like this, the decision to have this done, to have all these bans done, was made for us. It was made for them. It was made for everybody. The decision was made by companies, corporations that funded Mike Bloomberg. I guess you consider a corporation, considering he owns so much. That's who decided all this. The money decided it, not anybody's like standing up. I mean, there's certain people that pushed it in a certain direction. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But quite frankly, it was just the money. The money, and we don't have any money to fight it. That's why we're such easy. We're literally, we are like just picking bits off a bone, dude. We're nothing like to these guys. So not really much of an accomplishment. And quite frankly, I was talking to Big G today. Big G posted in the Discord that Mike Devine is worthless. You know, I'm gonna try to talk to him. I doubt that'll happen. You know, he's a fucking governor. What would he want to talk to me for? But I'm gonna try to do something. Send him a letter. You know, we're fourth on the MSA money. So I sent out a tweet today about the MSA money and the different states that you should be watching out for that are going to more than likely start banning vape flavored e-liquid. And the first two that are the number 1 and 2, as you can probably imagine, are California, which is by far number 1. California, it is literally like, it's hundreds of millions of dollars. It's a lot. New York is behind them, but not near as much as California. But then there's a group of us, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Michigan, that are all kind of together. And Ohio, I can see Ohio banning it. I really can. There's a lot of money at risk here. And if I remember right, I think it was like 35 million, 50 million, something like that. I can look it up. In fact, I'll look it up real quick. All you got to do, if you Google MSA money per state, there's a list. And it's a list. I tweeted it out today on Twitter. So MSA money. You know what? I'm just going to bring it up on the computer. I'll just bring it up on the computer, and then I'll show you guys my screen. And that way you can get an idea of what states are next with this. And I think you can literally go down this list and see who's going to ban flavors. And that's the sad thing, is you can predict it from this list, because this is how much money is coming in from tobacco revenue. All right, MSA, tobacco, state list. Let me see here. Normally I'd have all this prepared, but let's see. Let's go to images and see it because I remember it was a graphic. This might be it. That's not it. It's just a real basic graphic, and it said all the states. And then there's a graphic on here that is going around a lot. So let's go back up top here. Let's see if I can find this. I'm sure you guys are curious to see this. I know that I was. Master Settlement Agreement. See, that's like 1,000 pages. Public Health Law Center, and it's funny because like all these health organizations are so against it because they realize what it is. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Charlie sent it to me. There we go. All right, let's take a gander at this. All right, I'm gonna send you over to my second screen. Thank you, Charlie. That's why I like having friends. Charlie, how you doing, man? Good to see you, brother. All right, so here we go. So these are the profits. Looks like 98 to 2,000 total payments. These are in millions, I would assume. So this would be 2.1 billion. Yeah, so that would be 959 million. So these add the zeros. I got to add about 3 more zeros to it. So let's look at who the big ones are. California, 16 billion. Let's find our buddies in New York. New York, 16 billion. Okay, so New York took 16 billion as well from the MSA agreement. Great job, guys. Let's look at Ohio. See how much Ohio took. Ohio took 6.4 billion. So they're up there. But then who's this state? That's Texas. Texas took another 12 million. Great job, Texas. Even Puerto Rico got in on the game here. Puerto Rico got 1.5 billion. Way to go, Puerto Rico. Here's another one. Massachusetts took 5.3 billion. Good for you, Massachusetts. DC. Is that DC? No, that's Florida. 9.1 billion. I saw Florida on the list. Florida took 9.1 billion. Let's find our friends from the armpit of the United States, Michigan. 5.7 billion. $5.7 billion. Mississippi is making some laws. They took 2.9 billion. Not too bad. Now let's find Pennsylvania. I remember Pennsylvania's was kind of, here it is, Pennsylvania. 7.5 billion. So if you were to look at this list, and I had a better list. I had a better list than this one. But if you were to look at this list, and we already know that California is done, but I would say that Florida is probably coming up pretty soon, and Illinois is probably coming up pretty soon. That's 5.9 billion. Massachusetts, as you know, 5.3. Michigan already did it, 5.7. Who's this? New Jersey, 5.1 billion. You know they're up to it. New York, here's 16.4 billion. Yep, they're doing theirs. 7.5. Pennsylvania will probably be on that list. Here's Texas, right there. Ohio, 6.4. They're going to be on the list. So what you can take, I don't know if you guys could see that, especially if you're on your phone, you probably could not see what I was referring to by that data, but it is basically a play sheet for what is going to happen. Those states that are taking billions of dollars of revenue from the MSA, those are the ones who are going to really, really start hammering out and trying to ban all this stuff, ban flavors. Ultimately, during the original when they originally talked about it, Secretary Azir, which I'll tell you, I just can't stand this guy. The guy's a piece of shit. And what he did say was, you know, flavors don't fix this, which it's not going to. It's not going to fix it. because they're just going to manipulate statistics. So it looks like it's not fixed. Then they will look at taking further action. So what's the further action, you ask? Well, I would assume that you're just going to get rid of everything. All right, enough of me blabbing. So, yep, let's see what Charlie says here. Did I bring my water down? Oh, shit, I didn't. Yep, when you see these billions, remember that the new Vape Ohio tax only brings in single-digit millions compared to billions in MSA. Yeah, so there you go. Yep. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Good to see everybody. Yeah. Yeah, but I was talking to a Big G today, and apparently they've got... Hey, Clint, how you doing, man? They've got a petition over there in the United Kingdom to try to help us, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know how many people signed it or what's going on with it, but I thought that was pretty cool, that their parliament is trying to help us. And I don't know how well, I don't know how much they're willing to put their necks out for it, but I thought it was pretty cool that they did that. If anybody has a link, if you have a link to it, Big G, you have a wrench, throw it in the chat. Anybody from the UK can go and sign the petition. And hopefully get something in there. Steven, what's up, dude? How you doing? Jerry Lawrence, good to see you. Charles McLaren. C, what's up? Big Red. Tim's Coils, how you doing? Michelle Lynn said, hey to you. How are you? Frank, good to see you. Adrian Daniels, what's up, man? Jerry Lawrence. Dave Flowers, how you doing? Charlie, what's up? Said hi to you. Faceless Vapor, what's up, buddy? Big G. You started the petition. Oh, well, that's pretty awesome, Big G. Okay, well, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Chris Mike's World, what's up, man? They were just talking about it on Dr. Oz. Yeah, everybody's jumping on the let's get rid of vaping bandwagon now, even Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz is an odd-looking fucking guy. You ever seen that guy? Ooh, something about him screams like he's looking at like little kids. I shouldn't say that, Dr. Oz. I'm sorry, Dr. Oz. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to say you look at little kids' butts. But you probably do. You look like you do. You look like yeah, kind of got that look. Addy, what's up? How you doing, man? Joseph, Sarah, what's going on? Matt Gunther, good to see you. Kip Drippers, what's up? Taking it. He's vooping. Yeah, and that's how they done. I think they thought at first they could probably tax the shit out of it, but it doesn't make up the revenue. Dustin Kendall, what's up? You missed the best RDA. Do you like my called for mercy ban? I want a mercy ban of this RDA. It needs to have a mercy ban. So I need to talk to Como about that. Yeah, Crowder doesn't want vaping to go. You're absolutely right about that. He was pretty adamant. I watched his thing, and what he said was, apparently, if you're a conservative, you don't believe in banning things. I didn't know that. But that was one of the things. Like, if you're a true conservative, then you don't believe in banning things. So you can't say that you're for this ban. Lead Pipe, what's up, man? How you doing? Big G, you sexy bitch. Goddamn right. I'm not going to be nice anymore. I'll tell you, man, I stopped. I'm pretty brutal on Twitter. I am. I'm pretty brutal on Twitter. I hurt people with my words. This lady the other day told me to go smoke and die, something like that, and I was like, you, what a jerk. So I brought up her profile, and I was like, well, I'm gonna see who this person is. Damn you, tell me to go smoke and die and shit. And I'm like, what an ass. So I brought it up and I clicked on her picture. When you click on their picture, their avatar gets big. It's this lady. She had these giant, looking at the camera. I was like, what happened to them teeth? Holy shit! They were fucking huge, dude. Yeah. So I don't know. She probably hurt her feelings. I hope I did. Hope I hurt your feelings, teeth lady. Jerk. I'm pretty brutal. I'm pretty brutal on the Twitters. I think you kind of got to. I mean, it's basically. Charlie said this a while ago, and he said, "Let's take the gloves off. Like, it's time. We're losing. It's time to throw haymakers. Just throw as many haymakers as you can, and let them know that we know." I think that's my biggest point of it. Like, okay, you're gonna do it. I'm just some dick. I get it. I'm not anybody, but I know what you're doing. I know, and you know that I know. You may not care, but I know. I know what you guys are doing. Fucking crooked bastards. Horsemouth, yeah. She had a lot of teeth. They're big. Fucking big as hell. It was like she had one big tooth in the front. Like, instead of two, it was like one big tooth. It was like molded together. Probably could do some good chewing with them things. Probably. Good biting. Those would come in useful in a good fight. You never know when you need to fucking bite somebody, you know? So if people forget about that during fist fights. You ever forget about that? Somebody bites you, give you a good fucking bite, I'll tell you, it'll straighten you up real quick, won't it? They won't want to fucking fight you no more. I promise you that. Told you that. A fucking football game. National championship against Florida, 06. We played them in Glendale, Arizona. Wife and I went, ex-wife. During the scored a touchdown, first play of the game. My wife fell down the steps and like broke her ankle, but she toughed it out and stayed at the game while we watched the game. We got killed. I got in a fist fight with some Florida guy, like not really, but he like grabbed my ex, and like so I like grabbed onto him and shit. And he like grabbed on me. I fucking bit him. Yeah, I was drunk as shit. He like pulled me into his chest. Like he was a lot bigger than me. You know, I'm 5'10". He was probably at least 6'3", a lot stronger than me. I tried to get away from him. I was like, oh, he like grabbed me. I was like, this guy's strong. And he like pulled me into him. I was like, this son of a bitch wants to fight. So I fucking bit him right here on the chest. Fucking hard as shit. I was like, argh! He let me go real quick. He's like, oh, jumped back, looked at me. I was like, yeah. You want another one of them, motherfucker? I was like, I'll fucking bite you again. He was like shocked. People don't know that. See, that's the thing you young guys don't know. If you're not from Ohio like a hillbilly, you don't know about biting. We'll fucking bite you. That'll straighten you up real quick. Yeah. Yeah. Learned that from my dad. My dad like, well, you're getting a fight and you're losing. You leave something open, just fucking bite him. Really? He's like, yeah. Just bite him. Okay. Thanks, Dad. We got a biter, yeah. They teach that in preschool. I tell my kid, I'm like, no, don't fucking listen to them. Biting is like a super secret fighting move. It will make you super tough real quick. I can that fucking look on his face when he stepped back. He looked at me all I was looking at him like, yeah. Fuck yeah, I just bit you. I know he's thinking, this son of a bitch just bit me. I was like, yeah, it sure did. Now get back to the game, dude. We're only in the third quarter. We're still in this game. We weren't. We were getting killed. Throw them bows, yeah. I couldn't. He's too strong. He had me like in some kind of bear hug. I couldn't get away from him. Like suffocate my face against his chest. And the thought went through my head, bite this son of a bitch. So I did. Funny thing is, it's a fucking true story. Then I had to sit by him. He sat like 3 rows in front of me. I had to sit by him the rest of the game. He didn't say nothing to me. Like we left. I was like, this guy's probably gonna punch me in the face when we leave. So I was like, I went and got a couple beers. Like, let's get drunk. He beats me up. No one. I don't care. And he never said nothing else. He went back to the scene. He was a good little boy. Charlie Smooth talking. I wonder if her teeth are damaged because a smoker put a steel toe in her mouth one night for getting a little lippy. Could have been. Could have been. Her teeth were fucked up. Oh, shit. What do I have for dinner? I saw Veronica in the chat earlier. I think she's on her way home, and I need to know what we're having for dinner. Shall we give her a call? Let's give Veronica a call. Let's tell her she's live on the Vape at 5. I wonder if she'll answer. Here we go. You never know what's going to happen on the Vape at 5.
Hello?
Hey, you're live on the Vape at 5.
Huh?
You're live on the Vape at 5.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. What are you doing? You coming home?
No, I'm driving to my boyfriend's house. Get me a real quickie before I came home since you don't put out.
Oh. You think you can grab dinner on the way back from that?
But I'm done.
All right. How long will that be?
Well, my boyfriend takes a little time, Scott.
He's got stamina, this guy?
He's got a lot of stamina, like more than 5 minutes.
Can you tell him to hurry it up? Because I'm getting kind of hungry.
He can't hurry it up. He likes to go a long time.
We need to help him out.
So I might be late with dinner.
No, don't do that. Just hurry it up. Hurry it up. Get that in, and then get home. Because I need some dinner. What are we doing for dinner? Are we going out? You want to go out?
Where do you want to go?
You know where I want to go.
You want to go get chicken wings?
Ding, ding, ding. I had chicken wings on Monday.
Chicken wings.
I like
hot
that.
dog and bologna.
I don't know what that
Chilling
means.
with my homies.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what hot dogs don't blend.
What do you want? I'm driving.
Well, I just wanted to call you on the Vape 5. I ran out of things to talk about. I told him about when I bit that guy at a football. You weren't there. I told him about when I bit a guy. There was a story about me biting a guy at a football game when I was drunk. I just told him that story. They seem to like that. They like my biting stories.
Listen, I know what you could do. Shave that face. Why does your beard look so bad?
My beard looks fantastic.
No, it doesn't. It's horrible.
No. Nope.
You're on the Vapor 5 looking like a busted can of biscuits.
They like the way I look. Hold on. X1 in chat if you like the way I look. Hold on. Let's see. X1 if you like the way I look, and X2 if I should shave my beard. So here we go. I'm going to let you know.
It needs trimmed. It's too thick. It looks bad. It looks scraggly.
You need to trim your leg hairs.
And you didn't tell me you got new shit, Scott. You got some new scissors. What else you got new down there?
New scissors? What do you mean new scissors?
Yeah, I was watching before I left work.
Those scissors ain't new. Are you fucking kidding me? Those scissors are terrible.
You said I got new scissors. I said, oh shit, he's getting new shit. That means mommy gets new shit. When daddy gets new shit, mommy gets new shit.
Oh, wait a minute. So first off, hold on. Let me intervene. First off, I don't have new scissors. Those scissors are old as fuck. Those are back when I used to build all the time, which is what, like a year ago? Secondly, they're scissors. They're not like diamond earrings.
Damn if they're $5 or $20.
I got a bunch of X1s saying I look great. Mark J said X2. That's the only one. Damn you, Mark. Kiss My Vape said X2. I should shave the beard. I got but most of them are X1s for me.
I thought you was spending money because my Botox is coming up.
The what?
I figured you'd be real upset about that.
We don't have money for Botox. You can't Botox
We will
your
make
butt.
money for Botox.
Nope.
So
Nope.
you better start saving your pennies.
Your angry forehead look is gonna have to do. You're not gonna be able to get it.
Now you know that's not happening, so let's not go there.
Everybody says I look better with the
You're
beard.
interrupting me. I'm getting ready to pull up to my man's house. I have to call you back. Bye bye now.
All right, tell him to hurry up. He better hurry the fuck up, because I need some chicken wings. So hopefully it's a quickie. I don't know where he. Hopefully he lives around here, close, so she can just jet over here when she's done. Touch of gray would. Okay, so I showed you the picture of me. I showed you the picture of me when I tried to use the hair dye. I looked like Steven Seagal. It was awful. She put it in my hair. She put it in my beard. She put it everywhere. I had it was like as black as my shirt. It was I'll never do it again. I'll just be gray. I'm not. Getting old. Charlie says, "Do what she says." Shave the clit tick. Ooh, let's leave that one out. Never mind X1. She sounds mean. X2. Veronica needs to boost some Botox like the chicken. Oh yeah, the chick in Texas. Do you got some more stories? Charlie, who's our guest this week? Put in the chat who the guest is. I don't even know. It's gonna be a surprise to me. Charlie's a guest. Charlie's like the manager of the show. Charlie manages and does everything. I'm the face. I'm the talent. That's what I am. No flavor chicken wings. Let me tell you. I don't know if I get you. I might get a BLT. They make some yummy BLTs. BLTs are hard to fuck up, but they're also extremely delicious. And it really depends on the type of mayonnaise they use. That's really the key to a good BLT. The bacon, of course, bacon hitter. Yeah, you want a good tomato, some nice crisp lettuce, good bacon, and then some nice mayo. That makes a nice BLT. I could eat BLTs every day. Oh, I love you, Michelle. Michelle Lynn says, I love the gray beard, but I'm a lesbo. So what do I know? Oh, that made my day. Thank you. That is funny. I've been playing a lot of Madden 20. Anybody play that in the chat? Does anybody play Madden? If you want to play Madden 20, I'll play you. I can play you. I've got it hooked up to the internet. I can play people online. I had some kid play today. He was speaking in some terms I didn't understand, but he beat me. And then he rubbed it in. He was rubbing it in. Apparently it was the biggest accomplishment he had of the day. My biggest accomplishment of the day is getting up and not having a heart attack. So I'd already exploded for my day. was perfect. Yeah, he was talking shit to me, sending me messages. I was like, what is this? Big message pop up. Don't try that shit again, man. Huh? Like, well, how do you know what I'm trying? Scott's the face. Thank you, Addy. The moneymaker right here. The moneymaker. Gotta have good bread. Good bread. Oh, of course. I go with the I'm a big Schwabels guy. If you like Schwabels, you and I probably got a lot in common. Dry rub chicken wings are fucking good. I do like. There's a place called Wingstop. They have a Louisiana rub wing, and it is phenomenal. Hey Frank, how you doing, man? Popeye's chicken sandwich. I have not had it. I heard it's fantastic though. Gotta love a good beard. I'll tell you, Chris, if I could have grown my beard out super long, like a nice healthy beard, I would have. And I'd look like a dick. But I don't care. One the other day, some shortage or some shit. Oh, the sandwiches? Oh, yeah. I heard you guys play Red Dead, Michelle. Yeah, you and Swaggins, and that's where he does the, what is it? God, I forget. My brain doesn't work anymore. I'm a taco. Yeah, they told me about that. You guys play Red Dead and GTA. Yeah. I play Madden, and I'm not really that good, but I like it. I like playing. I like football, and I think what it does is I learn the players. Like, I learn who the players are. And, I mean, even though they're obviously, they're not like they are on the game, because it's all computer animation. But, I don't know. I like it. It's fun. I know a little bit about football, so I'm kind of, like, I understand how to do things. Ohana release party and some giveaways. That would be fantastic. Taco. I'm a taco. I would love to play that with you guys. I think. Well, I have a PlayStation. Well, my son has an X. They're both his. He has a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, I think, big one, then a good one. Yeah, I just play the football game. I got all proud of myself. I got Marcus Allen. Like, I'm playing with Marcus Allen. He's like one of my favorite running backs. I got him the other day. I like earned him. Had to do a bunch of shit to earn him. It's pretty like deliberate. I wanted to get that. I wanted to earn him so I could play with him as running back. Adrian, I heard the baseball one is really, really good. Really, really good. I've never played it. What's your username? My username is BlackCat, I think. Let me check. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Yo. What's up, good looking? How was your man? He's as fast as you. He's pretty fast. Didn't satisfy the needs. I'll tell you what my username is. I'm looking. Hold on.
What'd you say?
It didn't satisfy your needs?
He's a little quick like you are.
Yeah.
Quick draw, McGraw.
Quick draw. It's a race. I'm winning every time. Hold on. I think it's BlackCat 2078. That's my username on yeah, let me give you that. That's my gamer tag. BlackCat 2078. Don't ask me what 2078 is. I just picked it. I think it's because I just kept hitting numbers and I was finally like, I'll just use that one. They're a pretty decent team. I just upgraded. Where's he at? Ryan Shazier today. He's an Ohio State guy. He got hurt. I don't know. Will I do pizza?
Absolutely not.
She doesn't like pizza, which is weird. Like, how do you not like pizza? You're an American. About to add you, BlackCat. Okay, cool. Add me. I'll accept it. I'll accept the ad. I play Mutt, which is Madden Ultimate Team. That's what I play. You play that. What?
I said I don't like pizza anymore.
You don't like pizza anymore?
No.
You're Italian. How do you not like pizza?
Because it gives me heartburn. Because their sauces are disgusting.
Crimson Crow 88. That's your name on the PlayStation? All right, let me put that in my chat here so I have it. I'll add you. I don't know how to do that, so I may not add you because I don't know how to do that.
Oh my god, he's slow.
Crimson Crow, 88. Okay. All right, guys, that is now 6 o'clock. We made it through another episode of Vape at 5. Hope everybody has a fantastic evening. Tonight on the YouTubes, you've got some shows that are going to blow your mind. You've got Never Heard of Them with Heavy Metal Vapor. You also have Golf Tea Vapes. That is on at 10:30. I'll be in the chat of those shows. Hope to see you there. Hope everybody has a fantastic evening. We're off tomorrow, so no show tomorrow. And then on Friday, the Vape Hot Tub with an Ohana release party. How's that sound? You like that? Sound good? All right. Sounds great, guys. Love you guys. Have a fantastic night. We'll see you on Friday.